Welcome to a message of gratitude. I'm JoJo Dennis. Today is September the 8th, 2025, and it is my Grandma Eva's birthday. So I just want to thank the Creator for creating such a phenomenal, impactful, resilient, wise, compassionate, loving, strong woman who was so kind and generous enough to share her vast abundance of knowledge with her offspring, which included myself, my mom, and everybody else. So I often say that my grandma, taught us a lot of things. So one of the things that I want to actually highlight today is that my grandmother literally taught us all to know ourselves. If you know yourself, then nobody else could tell you who you are. That's number one, right? Makes a lot of sense. My grandma will also tell us that birds of a feather flock together. So be mindful of the birds that you flock with. And so that means, we'll take myself for an example. I'm a person, I'm truthful, I'm honest, I hold myself with respect, conduct myself with dignity, I have integrity and character. I don't lie, cheat, and or steal. So, the whole thing with birds of a feather flocking together, if I was to hang out with people who lie, cheat, and steal, I would be guilty by association. Or my character would be connected or associated with their behavior. So she told me to be mindful of that. That's why you got to watch the company that you keep. Right? My grandma also said if you lie down with dogs, you're going to wake up with fleas. And that means that if you're around negative people, people who are disrespectful, people who lack character and integrity, then sooner or later, you will start to pick up those traits. So be mindful of the company that you keep. My grandma also said for us to let a person show us what they would rather do. And then you know how to move accordingly. So, for me, I'm big on respect. I respect myself. I require respect. Whatever else a person requires, that has nothing to do with me. So if you want to come into my space, I expect you to respect me. Now, if that doesn't take place, it is my responsibility to then place you where you belong in my life. And for me, it's a requirement. If I don't get the respect that I feel I deserve, why would I give you access into my life? Why would I allow somebody to disrespect me? And accept it, welcome it. I don't entertain things that I don't want, right? But you have to know your worth. So you have to know thyself. I'm grateful to the Creator for placing that spirit of giving into my grandmother, so she could share with my mom and pass that down to me, because it solidified my impenetrable foundation of self-worth, self-respect, my morals, my standards by which I live and carry and conduct myself. So today's message of gratitude is literally for the embodiment of the wisdom that I have inherited. I appreciate it so much. I love my grandma. I lost her when I was 16 years old, And I feel like that was my first real heartbreak because I was truly, truly very close to her. And I'm so grateful again because today, at 49 years old, I see the value and everything that she taught me. I always retained it, but now I see the value of it because I've seen actually throughout all my life, certain things Grandma said would come to pass, or I would see certain things. I sit back and see how people move, and if you're into certain things that I don't want to be associated with, I know how to disappear. I don't want to deal with that. No, I'm not. Because negative things can happen to you because you're around people doing negative things. Right? Some people say wrong place, wrong time. And sometimes it's wrong place, wrong time, and in the wrong company. Right? So, this message of gratitude, thank you, Grandma Eva, for all the wisdom that you decided to pass down to us all. And hopefully everybody else that you passed it down to received it and applied it to themselves. Because in life, we're gonna go through ups and downs. But my grandma and my mom, most importantly, always told me to keep moving forward. Because you already know what's behind you. You already know what's back there. You don't have to let it keep affecting you. Just keep on moving forward. So that's just what I choose to do in my life. Regardless of the obstacles and the hurdles, the purpose is to get better, to keep evolving, to keep growing, and being the best person or version of yourself that you can be in that time, and not be afraid to get even better. I love it. I love to get better and better because my self-worth and my value increases. So, have a marvelous Monday. And thank you, God, for the way that I see myself. Thank you, God, for the way that I carry myself. Thank you, God, for the way I love myself. Thank you, God, for the way that I encourage myself. Thank you, God, for the way that I protect myself from negative influences and negative forces. Because I know that I walk with God every moment, every second of my life. Right? The Creator is all around me and protects me. I'm protected. Right? Are you? Know thyself. Thank you, God. Thank you, Grandma. And have a marvelous Monday.